In this video, we'll talk about books as apps. And the thing that's different about that is sometimes publishers will create a complete app just for one book title. Now, that has both advantages and disadvantages. The good thing about it is that it can use all the multimedia features of devices like the iPad and do all kinds of cool special effects that you can't do in like a Kindle or a Nook or an iBooks book. But the disadvantage is that you start to have a lot of different book icons spread throughout your device and they aren't really centralized in one place. However, I really like these apps. A lot of times they're called enhanced ebooks, and they're doing such innovative things to kind of blend the mediums of animated film, sound design, illustration, and interactivity. They're just really great. There's a lot of good examples. So in this video, we'll look at just two of them. One is Alice in Wonderland, or you can get the free version Alice Lite, which will give you a sample. And the other one is called The Pedlar Lady of Gushing. These are both great examples of children's books that have done a fantastic job with their user interface. There are also a lot of books like these for adults too, enhanced ebooks. They aren't just for children. But this video will focus on these two children's books. So let's take a look at Alice in Wonderland. It's got really nice graphics, and it's got both the original 249-page edition plus an abridged version. So I'm going to use the abridged version for now. So you can page through with the arrows at the bottom, and it's got nice little things. You can't see my finger in this emulator, but I'm touching that clock and making it move, or you can also just tip the whole iPad. It's almost like a modern day pop-up book, and it uses gravity and the accelerometer of the iPad. You know, I'm taking my finger and swiping this marmalade jar around to make it move. So as you can imagine, little kids find this really fun and delightful. There's things like little panels behind a window, and almost every page has cute little surprises on it that you can play with by moving your finger around. This one falls and then you can bring it back up again with your finger. I really like the illustrations in this book, and you can see that they've changed the text of the story a little bit in this abridged version too, but they have the original version in the other half of the app. I love these little bouncy things, and it's just a beautiful, delightful book with lots of fun little features in it. So that's Alice. Let me also show you that they're doing some spin-offs now. Here's one called Alice New York, same company, and they're going kind of wacky and crazy with it. So let's go to the cover first of all. And here it is. And they've made up a story about Alice, but with the same characters. It's got a lot of nice features in it. And in this one, she's in New York. I really like what they've done. I'm taking my finger and moving it around this window. And this one, it took me a while to figure out, like, why can't I see the text? Oh, you gotta drag the light. Isn't that beautiful? It's like so creative. And the little chess pieces and so forth. So that's Alice in New York by the same company that made Alice in Wonderland. Oops, I forgot. Okay, now the next one is The Pedlar Lady of Gushing.
Moving Tales presents The Pedlar Lady of Gushing.
They did a really nice job with this one. It almost feels like an animated film combined with a book. I'll go ahead and turn the page.
There was once a peddler, well along in years and bearing the alms that aging offers, gnarled hands, a bent back, and a well-used heart. She lived on a parched bit of acreage where a little used...
So you can see that I just turned the voiceover off, so in this one you can read it yourself out loud or let the narrator read it. And another nice feature that it has is you can use your own voice to make a recording and save it as part of the book. I think that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead here so you can see more of the nice animations. It's just beautifully designed. Another nice feature is you can change the language. Let's change it to Spanish. And then I'll turn the voiceover back on. I'll turn the page to get it to start reading to us.
Durante días, mientras hurgaba y trabajaba la delgada capa de polvo que tenía por tierra, solía hacer una pausa. Y mientras
I'm going to move ahead a little bit.
un
There's
día,
also
al calor del mediodía,
this navigator
llegó
down here.
tambaleándose a su terraza y esa misma noche soñó con el puente, la gema, el cuervo y la campana por tercera vez.
That same night, she dreamed about the bridge, the gem, the crow, and the bell for a third time. When she awoke, she heard Crow alighting from the branch outside.
So I think they are really taking advantage of the medium, and those are just two really wonderful enhanced ebook apps. I encourage you to try some different ones for yourself and see how fun they are.